Hi there. My name is Paula and I'm from Beyond the Maze, and we run a virtual assistant business here in Australia, servicing everybody all over the world. Today, I'm going to be talking to you about setting boundaries in business. So, setting boundaries in business is an essential part of business to maintain that professionalism, respect, and balance. The boundaries serve as guidelines that helps you as a business owner and your employees or your virtual assistants to define their roles and their responsibilities and your both of your expectations. By setting those boundaries, you can create a healthy work environment that promotes productivity and growth. So why wouldn't you set boundaries, right? So here are some tips on to how to set those boundaries in business. One is to establish those clear expectations. So regardless of who you are working with, whether it's a virtual assistant or whether it's one of your clients or anything in business, having those clear expectations will give the other person the knowledge of exactly what you expect from them. This creates a really nice working environment because you're not guessing, you're not being a mind reader, and you're just not going, oh, I wonder if that's what that person wants. So, setting those clear expectations will help you and that relationship with whoever it is work better together. Number two is define your work hours. So, this is really important both as a virtual assistant and also as a business owner. You don't want clients contacting you on weekends when you're with your family if that's not your working hours. So, putting those boundaries in place. So, for example, I don't work Fridays and I've been struggling to keep to that not working Fridays. So, I put an email responder uh, automatic responder in that says I don't work Fridays. And it also says that it will take 24 to 48 hours to get an email message for me from me. So I made it fun and hopefully a little bit funny. And basically that sets my boundaries and sets my working hours so people know that they may not get an instant email back from me. Now, generally, my emails are kept pretty much up to date. So you'll get an email back from me within the, less than 24 hours or definitely less than 48 hours. But it's good if I do have that Friday off or when I have that Friday off and I've set those hours that people will email me on a Friday. Okay, well, probably I'm not going to hear back from her till Monday. So it set those boundaries, it set those clear working hours for somebody who wants to contact me. I also don't respond to clients on a weekend either because that's not our working hours, right? We do offer some Saturday services, but my team do that. So unless it's an absolute dire emergency, nobody will hear from me on a weekend. Number three, learning to say no. And this is something that, especially if you're a female business owner, that we really struggle with sometimes. And we want to make everybody happy. We want to make sure everybody's looked after. We want to nurture people. So we get into this trap of saying, yes, I can do that, or no problem. And it really becomes a bit of a problem. So learning to say no is a really interesting skill set to develop, I guess. And myself, I'm still learning how to say no, but I'm getting better at it. And I'm respecting my boundaries to be able to say no. If it doesn't feel right, or I don't have a team member who can do that or has the capacity to do that, then the answer for me is no. And I'm okay with that. Same as if there's a client that we might be working with, or you as a client might not be comfortable with working with a certain VA, then that's a boundary you need to put in place and go, you know what, that's not working for me. So reach out to someone else or reach out to the manager of that business and say, hey, it's just not gelling with me to work with this person. Is there somebody else I could work with? So it's putting those boundaries in place to make you feel okay and what's doing the best for your business. Setting the boundaries for communication. is another one. So how do you want to be communicated with? Do you only want email? Do you want phone calls? Do you want like a messenger service? Or how do you want those boundaries? How do you want that communication to be put in place? And that's really important. And it's back to that establishing those clear expectations on how somebody communicates with you. So if it's a client, on how to communicate with a client, then you're telling your client the only way to get in contact with you is via email or via phone call and leave a message. If it's a dire emergency, then this is what you can ring. So it depends on the structure of your business and how you want clients to contact you. And number 5 and final one is be consistent. So it's important to be consistent with those boundaries. Don't bend the rules too much, or people will go, oh, that won't really matter. Yes, she's had that rule in place, but she'll bend that rule because she's done it before. So really, really important to be consistent with that. If you set up those specific expectations, be sure to follow through with them. So if you're expecting something from someone else, then you need to be doing that as well. And because what it does is it helps establish that trust and that respect amongst your team members and amongst your clients. So in conclusion, setting those boundaries is an essential part of any business. It establishes clear expectations, it promotes productivity, and it creates a healthy working environment. So by following the tips above, you can set those boundaries that work for you and your team and help you achieve your business goals. So let us know how you're going with setting your boundaries. Jump into my Business with Diversity page, or group, I should say, and let us know. And if you're looking at putting on a VA who respect your boundaries, then jump in and click on the link below, book an appointment with us, and have a chat to us about how we can help you in your business. It's Paula from Beyond the Maze. Bye for now.